Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. This time, we're diving into XRP. It's been making headlines, surging to become the third largest cryptocurrency out there.
Yeah, it's a pretty fascinating story. Really highlights how crypto is changing things up in finance.
So let's get right into it. First off, XRP's price performance. It actually just overtook Tether.
As of December 1st, it hit a market cap of $141.8 billion. That's huge.
And in just 24 hours, we saw a 30% jump, pushing it up to $2.46.
And get this, over the past month, it's gone up by 364%. Pretty remarkable.
But crypto is volatile, right?
Yeah.
We've seen XRP go through its ups and downs.
Absolutely. And one big factor contributing to that uncertainty is Ripple's lawsuit with the SEC.
Right. That's been going on since December 2020. It's definitely been hanging over XRP.
But there's some optimism. With Gary Gensler leaving the SEC in January, there's talk of a more crypto-friendly replacement.
So a favorable outcome, maybe even a dismissal of the case, could really clear the way for XRP.
Definitely a situation to keep an eye on. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about Ripple's stablecoin, RLUSD.
Word on the street is the NYDFS might be giving it the green light as soon as December 4th.
And if that happens, Ripple can integrate it right into RippleNet, their payment system.
That could be a game changer for cross-border payments.
It could also make XRP less volatile.
Exactly. Could attract more institutions looking for secure and reliable ways to move money internationally.
This move definitely puts Ripple in a strong position for the future of finance.
For sure. Shows their dedication to innovating. Now, even with all this positive news, analysts are a bit divided on what this all means for XRP.
Some are saying this could be a short-lived surge, urging caution for anyone thinking of buying in.
Makes sense. Others are more bullish, pointing to the potential for changes in regulations and Ripple's growing ecosystem as reasons to be confident long-term.
Definitely highlights the importance of doing your own research and understanding the risks before jumping into anything.
It's a wild world out there in crypto. And then there's the whole ETF thing with XRP.
Oh yeah, no XRP ETFs have actually been approved yet, but...
A lot of asset managers have filed applications.
Right, and if they do get approved, traditional investors who might not be comfortable messing around with crypto exchanges could suddenly have access.
Exactly. Could mean a massive influx of capital into XRP.
Which would obviously be huge.
Definitely. But, the SEC has always been pretty careful about crypto ETFs.
True. Who knows how they'll react to these XRP applications.
Yeah, just goes to show the regulatory side of crypto is still a work in progress.
So we just got to be patient, adapt, and be ready for anything, really.
Exactly. Now, to get a better picture of what's going on, let's hear what some industry experts are saying about XRP's recent surge.
Okay, sounds good. Let's start with Ryan Lee, chief analyst over at Big Dit Research. He's been focusing on the SEC lawsuit, saying it's a make-or-break situation for XRP.
He thinks if things go well with the lawsuit, like if Gensler leaving the SEC leads to a better outcome, XRP could really take off.
Basically, he's saying regulatory clarity equals investor confidence, which then leads to growth.
Right. And then there's Shivam Thakral, CEO of BuyuCoin. He's been pointing out the crazy 40% jump XRP had in a single day.
He says it's a combination of things, like a more crypto-friendly environment overall and expectations of big money coming into the market.
He also mentioned that people are predicting the Federal Reserve might cut interest rates, and that's giving investors a boost.
Wow, so even stuff happening outside the crypto world can have a huge impact.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, for a different perspective, let's look at what Alex Kopsikovich, market analyst at FX Pro, has to say.
Okay, so what's his take?
Well, he's been watching XRP's price closely, and while he acknowledges the surge, he's a little more cautious.
So he's saying, hold your horses a bit.
Kind of. He's noticed XRP has stabilized around $2.06, which is a level it hasn't seen since 2018. But he thinks some corrections are probably coming.
A good reminder that even when things are looking up, the crypto market can turn on a dime.
Volatility is just part of the game. But Kopsikovich also thinks XRP ETFs could be a big driver of future growth.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
He believes they could bring in a ton of institutional investors, which would solidify XRP's position in the market and potentially push the price even higher.
So as you can see, there are a lot of different opinions out there about what's in store for XRP.
Definitely. It's important to consider all these viewpoints and do your research.
Exactly. Crypto is constantly changing, so staying informed is key.
Couldn't agree more. Now, before we move on, just want to make it clear that nothing we're saying here is financial advice.
Right. This is all for educational purposes only.
Crypto investments come with risks, and you should always consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions.
Don't forget, past performance isn't a guarantee of future success, especially in a market as volatile as crypto.
Well said. So with that out of the way, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture of XRP's rise.
Okay, let's do that.
It really shows how crypto is gaining traction and shaking up traditional finance.
Yeah, it's changing how we think about money and transactions.
A total shift in how things work.
And XRP's right there leading the way with its unique tech and growing network.
It's definitely caught the attention of investors, institutions, even policymakers.
No doubt. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, let's go over some key takeaways.
Okay, so we talked about XRP's incredible surge, driven by hopes for better regulations, the upcoming stablecoin launch, and the possibility of ETFs.
Right, and we can't forget about the SEC lawsuit still looming in the background. That's a big one to watch.
We also looked at what different analysts are saying, some being cautious, others more optimistic about XRP's potential.
And most importantly, we stressed how crucial it is to make informed decisions, do your homework, because crypto can be risky business.
For sure. Now, before we sign off, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay, sure.
Can XRP keep this momentum going? Could it actually reach its all-time high of $3.40 again?
Or will things like regulatory uncertainty or market volatility throw it off course?
That's the million-dollar question. It's these kinds of questions that make crypto so exciting to follow.
Definitely. It's always evolving, always keeping us on our toes.
We hope this deep dive gave you some insights into the forces shaping the future of finance.
It's a wild ride, and XRP's story is far from over.
So, until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of crypto.
Thanks for joining us.